Hello guys, Keshan Veloso ulit ito at welcome sa episode 18 ng larutan ng Shadowrun Dragonfall Director's Cut main campaign. So, tuloy natin yung game natin. So, nung huling episode natin guys, yung itong party na kasama natin dito sa trial run, napilitan tayong i-dispatch yung kakampi natin kasi nga naasar na siya kay James eh. So napilitan tayong siya napilitan tayong patumbayin siya para lang wag tayong madisgrasya ng husto. So yun. Nakapasok na tayo dito sa penthouse tapos lalagay na natin yung mga cameras, kaya lang namatay nga yung kasama natin eh. So anyway, place camera. You place the first camera. It adheres to the ceiling with an audible click. James steps forward, his fingers bent. He whispers a long string of hushed syllables that seem to vibrate in your mind. For a moment, nothing seems to happen. Then you blink and the camera is gone. Ginamitan niya ng invisibility spell. Done. Get moving on to the next one. Dito. Sa kwarto. Itong ginagawa natin dito parang yung meron akong isang game dito sa Steam library ko, title is Beholder, kaya lang mahirap na rin para sa case ko eh. Kasi lang siya strictly wasad yung ginagamit para sa controls eh. So hindi ko kaya, so hindi ko na muna nalaro. So ito yun. Parang ganito yung ginagawa doon eh. Lalagay ka ini-spyan mo yung mga tao sa building. Lalagay ka ng mga cameras para malaman mo kung ano ginagawa nila kalokohan. The second camera clicks into a heating vent. The lens irises to adjust to the light. James repeats his previous performance and the camera fades from view. Okay, isa na lang. Isa sa kusina. Medical supplies. Ano nakuha natin? Advanced medikit. Okay lang, at least napalitan yung natin. Yung nagamit nating face camera. You place the last camera. James steps forward, then turns to stare you in the eye. When we get through with this run, I'm gonna tell my handler all about you. You won't work for the lodge again. Not because you're an incompetent leader, but because I have pull, and I don't like you very much. Okay lang, bahala sa buhay mo. What do you have to say about that? I have to say that the odds of you surviving this job are looking worse and worse. Now mask the damn camera. This entire run is a test. I think that you're here to tempt me into losing my cool. That isn't gonna happen. You can do whatever you want when we're done with this. For now, shut your mouth and finish the job. So ito. That infuriating smirk returns to his face. I will. He whispers to the third camera, and soon enough, it fades from view. That's it. We're done. Let's go. Okay, so next. Board the Yuba na ulit. Tapos na. Sayang di natin kung sana hindi na deaths yung kasama natin isa Mas maganda yung magiging rating natin eh. Kaya lang pasaway din kasi itong si ano eh, si James eh. May mga encounters pa, Ben. Uuwi na lang eh. Ilang percent? 73. Okay, go. Sayang. Gamitin mo yung taser mo. 72. Nice. Ay, tulog naman pala siya. So, teka. Reload ka na lang. Go. Tawag pa. Dali lang. May dalawa rito eh. Go. Taser ulit. 62. Nice. At least nakatulog. Tanggalin ko na muna ito isa. Taser mo itong isa. Hindi mabot? Hindi mabot? Never mind. Tunog ka na lang dito. Okay. pa sayang. Nice. Okay, pwede tayo tumakas. Kailangan na makapunta sa U-Ban. May mga targets pa dito, taka. Sniper rifle 75. 96 go. 96 yung XCOM yun ah. 96 hindi tumama. At least tumama yun. Bakit dalawa lang kami? Asan na yung isa? Asan si ano, Jaina? Sniper rifle. Nitis pa, sayang. Ba't nawala si Jaina? Eh, hindi naman siya disgrasya. Ano ba yan? Ano ba yun? sagad na natin. Diba, Debs? Kaunti pa. Okay, tanggal isa. Dalawa na lang. Pwesto. Okay. Isa na lang. Wala si Jaina. Ano ba yan? Kalaban ba yun? Night Guard. Buti na lang. Pasaway ka ha. Oh, loko, harap-harapan tayo ngayon. Loko. Okay, uwi na. Pasaway na mission to ba yan? Mission accomplished. Packing finally. Call your handler and tell him that the job is done. And be quick about it. I need to be on the next train out of here. And enter the com code that Luca Dwyer gave you. You punch Luca Dwyer's com code into your PDA. A few seconds later, you hear the telltale click of a successful connection. Dwyer's voice pours out of your PDA speaker. Okay, Siddhartha, the job is done, I trust. Yes, everything has been completed to your specifications. Very good. Now, if you please, give me a status update on the members of your team. The elf from Tier Tamguire turned on us. We had to put him down. China died in the escape, but James made it out. Namatay ba si... Paano namatay si Jaina? Hindi naman... Ano ba yun? He clicks his tongue softly. Interesting. That the elf is dead was expected. He was a dangerous and unreasonable person. Disgruntled, you might say, after years of service in our employ. His betrayal of you was inevitable. Thankfully, with his death, we have gained valuable insight into your character. He pauses for a moment, then continues. I trust that James suffered. I trust that Jaina suffered her accident on the way out of the building. I am surprised. Truth be told, I have anticipated that you would place a premium on protecting on protecting the dwarf. Kaya nga nagtaka ko ba, paano siya namatay? Buhay naman eh. Ultimately, Janus' death is of course immaterial. The important thing is that you got the job done, and that you walked out intact enough to work with us again in the future. And all of this despite being saddled with a crew that was deliberately selected to hinder you. Now let us see how adequately you completed the task that I set before you. Enter the following code into your PDA, if you please. 5256719. Punch the code into your PDA. You type in the code as instructed, and your PDA screen cuts to static. A moment later, a familiar image materializes on the screen. The penthouse room that you bugged. It appears to be a live feed from the camera that you planted. You're sure that this room is secure? You've done a full sweep. Absolutely, bodyguard. Absolutely, sir. We've run multiple sweeps with a complete sensor package, and we brought in a mage to search for signs of astral tampering. It all checks out clean. You're completely safe in here. He lets out a heavy sigh. Thank God. Call downstairs and let my wife and kid know that it's safe to come up. Will do, sir. Is there anything else that I can do for you tonight? Parang natitempt akong i-reset pero wag na, andito na eh. Nakapagtaka paano namatay si Jana, hindi ko naman siya inayaang mamatay. No, thank you. That will be all. You have a good... Suddenly, the air in the room seems to ignite. There is a blinding flash, and your PDA screen cuts to static. Ano nangyari? Sumabog yung building? Ganun ba yun? And that takes care of that. Please return to the cruise bazaar. The remainder of your post-run interview will conclude upon your arrival. Hang on, what the hell was that? Sumabog yung building. He raises an eyebrow. What did it feel like? An explosion, of course. You said that we were just planting bugs. Damn it, bugs, not bombs. This run was a surveillance operation. This run wasn't a surveillance operation. It was an assassination. You lied to me, Dwyer. Ito na lang. It was both, and both tasks were carried out to the letter. You should be pleased. Siddhartha. The run was a resounding success. When you described the run to me, you left out the part where we planted a bomb. That's hell of an omission. You think that I'm happy about this, you sick bastard? Another satisfied customer when I get hired to do a job I deliver. Maganda. Ito na lang. You think that I'm happy about this, you sick bastard? What about me? Do I get my money now, or the agreed upon sum has already been transferred into your account, her Carver? While we do not expect you to survive tonight's encounter, we do honor our debts. But concentrate on your meeting, her Carver. Reflect on how lucky you are to be alive enough to attend it. Setup ka rin pala eh. Pasaway ka eh. The mage's mouth tightens into a thin line. His hands clench and unclench, and he fixes his gaze upon the train. I haven't heard a response from you, Raquel Siddhartha. Shall I make the preparations for your post-run interview? Are you ready to continue your test? You're damn right. We're going to talk about this, Luca. I'll be on the next train home. Yes, of course. I'm eager to finish this test. I'm looking forward to learning what you have to say about this tour. I see you soon. So, ito na lang. Number 2. Medyo asarin natin. Very good. I'll be waiting. Ano ba namang mission yan? Pasaway. the cruise bazaar. Your return trip to the cruise bazaar is a quiet one. The train from the Frankfurter Tor is empty, save for you. There's nothing to distract you from your thoughts. You're finished with the first part of your audition. Look at where is waiting at Cafe Sevre to administer the second. Pasaway na mission yun. Ano ba yun? Wala ba tayo ano dun? Achievement or na? Wala. Kaya mag-game 2. Ano ba lang? Dalawa lang? Ilang points na? 3. Ano mabibili ko sa 3 karma? Eh, susunod kailangan 5. Close combat daw. Kailangan ko ng 2 level 4. Wala. Save natin man lang. Pasaway na mission yan. Ano ba yun? Sabi ko muna si Sam. Kailangan ko ng positive thinking. Kailangan ko ng positive news. Hello again, my friend. What can I do for you? I'd like to talk about your organization. Huwag na si Sid. Yes, of course. Please go on. Are you accepting donations? Not just at the moment, friend. I'm still working on putting the money that you've already donated to good use. Give us some time and we'll set a new goal. But for now, spend out. Questions? Wala, yun lang. Sinabi ko lang yan. Magkano ang gold natin? Pag not 1-4. Something cafe. Matandaan ko sa dito ba sa baba? Ito dito. Welcome, Siddhartha. Welcome back, and my congratulations on the job well done. If you wanted Alishar dead, you could have just said so. I'd have taken the job either way. You son of a bitch. You never said anything about a bomb. Thank you. Do you have my pay? Well, ano yun natin? Prangkahin natin. Thank you. Do you have my pay? I've got it right here. He reaches into his pocket and produces a slim plastic rod, a cred stick. And the change of plans on the run didn't bother you. Please be honest. I'd prefer it if you didn't lie to me in the future. But otherwise, no. I've done worse on runs before. No, that kind of thing is a part of the job. So ito na lang, sige. Doris studies your face for a moment. A slow smile spreads up across his lips, and he nods. Yes, it is. But you'd be surprised how rare it is to find a Shadowrunner who can really embrace the principle of their occupation. Many of your colleagues let their egos get in the way of doing business. They have inflated opinions on the role that they serve. The true purpose of the run that you just went on was to test your willingness to adapt to change. You're still being tested, by the way. If you work for my organization, you may be asked to do things that you find morally troubling. Sometimes it might even appear that we are lying to you. But you can take comfort in knowing that everything that we request of you is ultimately for the greater good. Talaga lang, ha? After what happened tonight, how can you expect me to believe that? Look to her. I don't care what your organization's master plan is. Be as nefarious as you want. As long as I get paid, I'll do the work. I don't suppose that what you're asking is too different from what I do every day for my corporate clients. And what is this greater good? Define it for me. So ito na, tanong natin. You can see the big picture? I can't either. I am again just a mouthpiece. The only ones who know my organization's ultimate ends are its ruling council, and they aren't in the practice of sharing information with their hirelings. But know that they are some of the most intelligent men on this planet, and they place a high priority on social order and stability, and those are good things by anyone's standards. Ano ba yan? So, he stares you in the eye. What do you think of all of that? Every client I've ever worked for has kept secrets. I don't see how this is any different. I don't like being kept in the dark, but if you pay as well as you say that you do, I can overlook it. If you're looking for a mindless goon, you came to the wrong guy or girl. I think that you better get the hell out of my keys. I don't want to see you again. Do you hear me? Ito, sige. Lantara na, sige. He frowns and slides the cred stick back into his he frowns and slides the cred stick back into his breast pocket. A pity, honestly. A pity. I honestly believe that you had potential. You have failed your audition. There is nothing more for us to discuss. Good day. Okay lang. Ayoko yung pinagawa niya sa akin doon. Natuwa doon. Sa totoo lang. Okay. So, balik tayo sa matitinong missions. Ano ba yun? Sinetap lang tayo. Sabi na Cammy. She tips an invisible hat. Hey there, remember me from the cafe? Name's Cammy. Are you looking for something? Well, who are you for one thing? None of your business, kid. Depends. Is there anything I should be looking for? Okay, Todd. Well, who are you for one thing? I'm Altug's ears and hands outside of the cafe. Call me Cammy. Nanalo ko na. I wear a couple hats. A barista, a gopher. Keep my eyes and ears open. Let's just say I get on by trading stories. So I can count on you to hear what's going on. Well, that's good to know. Okay, number 1. Like I said, only if you've got something juicy for me. Or if Altug wants me to tell you something, but that's rare. I may be his ears and hands, but he's got enough of a voice all by himself. He doesn't seem to be afraid to use it either. So what's the story behind you and Altug? I see. Okay, so tanong natin. She grins and winks lasciviously at you. Oh, surely you've guessed. You're not serious, the lucky bastard. How isn't he a little... Wow, isn't he a little old for you? Ito na lang. That lucky bastard na lang. She chuckles loudly. You wish. If you're really curious though, I'll tell you all about it sometime. Right now though, I have some errands to run. Come over sometime and we can chat over hookah or something. Ja? She lazily tips an invisible hat at you before turning her focus to a comb at her wrist. Okay, so doon natuwa doon. So, okay lang. Historical record. Okay guys, a safe house. Check up ko muna yung ano ko, stash. Teka, balik muna tayo, no? Labas muna tayo, punta tayo sa tindahan ng ano, ng medical supplies. Kailangan ko mahanap ng ano, ng revival, yung ano, aksaya yung ganun ko eh. Triage cyber clinic. I need medical supplies. Oh, nawalan ako ng ganito eh. Kano? 1K, so dalawa, sige. Benta ko yung grenade ko. Ano? 62. So at least 500 na ulit. At least meron pa tayo 500. Chikahan nga muna tayo kay Paul Ansel. Rekal Siddhartha, greetings. Ansel peers at you through a battered old pair of wire-rimmed glasses. There is something gentle about the man. With his silver hair and his tweed jacket, he looks more like an aging art history professor than he does like a criminal go-between. Is there something that I can do for you? I'd like to ask you about another member of the team. Got a question for you about the cruise bazaar. A little slice of heaven, isn't it? What can I tell you about our keys? I need to stock up for our next job. As luck would have it, there are a variety of individuals within the cruise bazaar who can help you with that. Some are even reputable. What are you looking for? Guns, lots of them. Military spec if possible. Tech, decks, rigs, drones, that kind of thing. Cyberware, okay, alam ko na kung nasan yan eh. Magic, alam ko na yan. Drugs, caffeine, alam ko na kung nasan yan. Okay, I'll go exploring on my own. Could you tell me about some of the other people around town? Very well. Is there anything else that you need? Or Ansel shifts his gaze down to the papers on his desk, then looks you in the eye. He's far too polite to tell you that you're wasting his time, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out what he's thinking. could you tell me about some of the other people around town? Very well, where to begin? Samuel Beckenbauer is a good man, perhaps a bit xenophobic, but this is to be expected. He stands up for the rights of the goblinoid races, the orcs, and the trolls, yes. And they have been more and they have been more vilified and victimized than any of the other meta-human breeds. What is important is that he is a leader and a healer, and that he helps the people. In the Soycaf shop, you will find John Goldsmith. I tell you that you will find him there because he never seems to leave the place. Every time I go for a coffee, he is there, sipping on Soycaf. Beyond that, I cannot say what I think of the man. He is a jovial sack of fat. Perhaps if you speak with him, you can learn something more. Have you any more questions for me? Or may I get back to work? I'd like to ask about some member of the team. Got a question for you about the cruise assignment. I don't need anything. Sort of bothered you. Okay, so balik tayo dito sa ano natin, PC. Teka, check ko lang yung time. Okay, end na natin guys. Total, malapit na yung timer eh. So, end na natin dito. Next episode, tignan natin kung anong pwede natin gawin dito tignan natin kung anong pwede natin gawin sa computer terminal natin. So, save na natin. Pwede natin kalimutan yung pesting mission na yun. Tsaka yung grupo na yun. So, exit the main menu. Okay guys, Kaya Velosa signing off. Next episode na lang ulit.